Happy Monday, everyone. I'm at it again, and I hope you guys are well. Today, for us here in New England, it is it's a, what do I have going on over here? Sorry about that. It's a kind of a gloomy day. So, um, yeah. Anyway, what's going on over here? All this stuff. Okay, good, good. All right. So, over the weekend, I had time to think about a lot of stuff that I did, all the mistakes that I made, and come back to it. So, what I ultimately wanted to do was I wanted to take the, the box here and remove that so that we can swing the hopper over into this position and then down. But what we're going to do is, I think, something a little different. Um, I want to try to set it on top of the box of material there, because it's really it's a pretty dense box of stuff. So it's all chipped and recycled kind of plastic. So it's really super dense. I mean, I don't know if you could hear that. Get the mic close to it, but it's super duper dense. So yeah, that's the goal. I just think it's just easier. There's not a whole lot of distance, because we're going to be up, I don't know, like 12, 15 feet. No, 12 or 13 or 14 feet. So that is, kind of a lot of distance if you look at the, well, heavy dangling distance. That's what we're looking at. So I want to try and kind of mitigate like all that. So let's remove the distance aspect, how high this guy's going to go, and then the swing over to here. We would have to like swing over and then go down, and we'd have to get past this pedestal right here. But as you can see, the distance between here and here is quite substantial. It's actually about 16 inches. So I don't know how many centimeters that would be, but it's about 1.5 feet. So I don't know, roughly a third of a meter. And the issue I was having the other day was the strap that we had going over, the lift strap. If it was going the other way here, how do I get this here? So if it was going from here across, the forks could come in and lift it up and it would be fine, but they're not. They're going opposite, so parallel to the forks. And so once we lifted, we were getting this twisting motion. So I think I have come up with a solution for that. Again, it's all about solutions. If you concentrate on problems, you invite more problems, right? So if you concentrate on solutions to those problems, you invite more solutions. So we are solution based. So we got to do a little bit of critical thinking here, um, in how we will rig this thing up. And this is probably going to be the last time we're going to have to do it like this using the forklift here, the Yale forklift, because again, like I said, I don't want to give too much away. Like I said in the other video, I want to create some sort of kind of like self-healing or self-maintaining uh, shredder, so that if the issue continues to pop up, this is where I'm at. This is where kind of I get wordy, but I'll go right to the lift and the action and all that stuff in a second. Where I'm at is, if I can't get decent blades that are going to last a long time, then I need to figure out a way to quickly perform the necessary tasks, like whatever it is. Like if like I said before, like the spacers in between the blades, or if it's the blades themselves, I have to be able to come in here on any given day and perform the maintenance tasks or swapping out the blades or whatever it's going to be. I need to be able to do that quickly, or else stuff piles up. I mean, not that I'm into showing off, but look at this. Like all this stuff, all this stuff that we have in holding. And by the way, there's another rack. There's like a rack, and then there's another rack. So there's like a rack behind a rack. All the racks. We've got so much material, and we're backed up because the when the shredder went down, it was one of those things where, yeah, I want the cool stuff. I want the big cool machines that everyone else has. But what nobody told me was, you can't run this thing at 90%, 95%. And I thought, well, why not? And like, because if you run it at 90% or 95%, when this thing breaks down and you have machines, or sorry, you have trucks coming in from, wherever, so we're in the United States, and we're on the East Coast, the Eastern Seaboard of the United States in New England. And we could have trucks coming in from, I don't know, Midwest. We could have trucks coming, up from down south or something, or coming down from north. And those trucks could be 2 days out, 3 days out. Well, if we broke down and they're already on the road, forget it. You have to unload a truck and expect to not process any of that material when you get it. That's the cold hard truth. So it's, don't concentrate on the problem. Again, we're concentrating on solutions. So it's Monday, so let this be like, motivational Monday. And when you think of, goals or strategies to continue, on your path to succeed, um, you don't want to just concentrate on keeping that goal in mind. You need other strategies in place, because the goal of winning the game is, first and foremost, right? You're not playing a game to lose. You're not playing you don't enter a race to lose. You don't enter a ball game, or football game, soccer game, or something like that to lose. Like, yeah, it's fun to play the game, but when you're competitive and you own your own business and you're an entrepreneur, the goal is to win. So, man, you got to come up with like strategies and all sorts of other things to, you know, make sure that when you execute, you deliver. And when you run 90% or 95%, you are flirting with failure, unless you have a really big facility which in today's money, that's a lot of money to hold. And then you've got to perform the maintenance on the machine. Then you need parts for the machine, and if the supply, I'm not going to go down that road. We're concentrating on problems. That's not concentrating on solutions. But when all's right and the stars align and everything is great, um, we can come up with strategies that will continue, and I do this to continue to turn the cog, to continue to turn the wheel of business and to keep on course. Yeah, you're going to veer off a little bit here and there, but to continue to go to where not many have gone before. Owning your own business is very rewarding. It's challenging. I'm not going to lie about that. But there's a saying that it's something like uh, gra- catching the tiger by the tail. You grab the tiger by the tail, and it's you. They call it riding the tiger, and I think it's like loosely translated from like some like old Chinese proverb or something like that. But once you get on and you get used to the fear and you get used to all that, it's a heck of a ride. You know, you get the benefits of creating your own schedule and all this other stuff. The one downside is, and something that I wish I had was a boss to tell me what to do. Kind of sit down at the desk, have a schedule. Oh, I got to do all this stuff. Okay, and it's almost, oh my lord, 12:30. Well, that's what I kind of miss. But when it's your business, and so the other side of that is when it's your business, you walk into work one day, any given day, Monday, Wednesday, whatever, Sunday, sometimes Sundays. You walk into work, and if you listen closely, and now I'm being like, like, metaphysical, but if you listen closely, it will actually tell you what to do. So the business is the boss. And when you come into work on a Monday and it's gloomy out, it's raining, I'm looking up at the window up there, and you really think, oh, you know, this shredder, this is our boss right now. This shredder is telling us what to do. So if you're ever thinking about getting into business, um, don't ask me for advice. um, but do I think it's a great idea depending on what kind of business you're getting into? Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think, we only have, this one life that we are given to us, and every day is a blessing. We got to remain grateful for everything. Um, Being grateful the first thing in the morning when you wake up and you take your 10 deep, deep, deep breaths and you think about what you're grateful for. First thing should be for a new day, another day. Be grateful for that next day. And then run down the list, like, of all the other stuff. Like, I am grateful that chocolate exists. I am grateful for apple cider donuts um, at the local apple orchard. Yeah, I mean, the big stuff, ice cream. Yeah, yeah, of course, I'm being sarcastic, but there's many, many things that we can do in this world. And at a young age, I never really believed in um, working for someone else to chase to help chase their dream for them. I, and let me kind of clean up that statement a little bit. If it's someone that you care about, if it's someone that you love, if it's a family member, if it's a friend, if it's someone that you know, if it's a coworker, like I've got with two really good friends that were coworkers, and they just said, you know what, we're we're done. We're done with corporate world. They were um, crisis management, working at some corporation. Everyone, if I had said the name, would know, and at some insurance company or something like that. And they just cashed in. They cashed in their 401k. They cashed in everything, and they opened up a pizza restaurant. Had no idea what they were doing. They opened up a pizza restaurant, and talk about leaning into it, and hit when you talk about baseball, one of the hardest things to do is to hit a round ball with a round bat, right? The contact, the surface area is like really small. Well, these guys nailed it, knocked it out of the park, became the most successful pizza company in the state that we're in. And they didn't look back. They opened up their second restaurant, and then the economy fell apart and that kind of thing. So they had to stop with their plan, their goal, their success. Remember, you got to come up with strategies that keep you on the field. You know, but yeah, yeah. Shout out to Richie and Kevin, and their pizza place is absolutely ridiculous. Crust in Middletown. Um, but yeah, you can find them on and it's jumping off this great unknown, and you assemble a set of wings, and that takes care of the fear, that mitigates that fear. So again, concentrate on problems, you bring more problems. If you concentrate on the fear of owning a business, or should I open up a business, and yeah, absolutely good. um, but if you concentrate on that fear, you invite more, right? They say that that what you fear most will meet you half. So I say, I say, oh, all the open your business. Sure you have a plan. Make sure you're, sound. If you have money, or however, that you're good with money. You just got to be good with numbers. All it takes to make any dream is conviction, uh, pushing doubt away, fear, because life really is on the other side of fear. And once you kind of not conquer, you don't have to conquer anything. You don't have to be like, like the Genghis Khans, or like, Marcus Aurelius, or, Alexander the Great, or any of these conquerors that you hear in history. Like, you don't have to be that. There's tools, and there's people that will help, and yeah, there's friends, there's family, there's yeah, again, it's if you have a good base of support. If you don't, find people, online, find, the Alex Hormozis, the Gary Vaynerchuk's, Gary V. Find inspiration. I found a lot of inspiration, and again, in a YouTuber. His name is Mike Patey. He builds airplanes. Like, guy is out of this world. Sensational eye for detail. And another one, I mean, everyone knows. I mean, Casey Neistat. Um, but yeah, Matt Guthmiller, Josh Flowers. Like, I could just like run down this list. But what they you kind of put out online, um, means nothing unless, again, they're just words. If again you don't turn them into motivation. So anyway, I've been rambling on for quite some time. Let's get some stuff done. I think I've got a plan for this. I'm just, again, the reason why I've rattled on for 21 minutes now is there's a little bit of fear. There's a little bit of apprehension. I may not do this, um, but I'm taking a step live in front of, I don't know how many of you are watching, but yeah, let's do it. So I need to reposition myself here and start climbing all over this thing. Oh, and I will put a link up over here to a video that I posted on my other channel. Actually, it's my personal channel, to the socket that I made. Again, shout out to dividing.design on Instagram. Zach, you're the man. Yeah, he helped weld so there's this outer one that's 3 inches, and then there's this inner one. I don't know, it's maybe 1.5 inches or something like that. But these 2 receiver coins, he welded these up. I mean, this thing was just amazing. But I heat treated this over like I said, I was going to do in the last video. There's a link to that, or I'll put one up. And yeah, let's get rocking and rolling on this thing. We don't have all day, right? It's a pretty good angle, I think. I don't know. That window's going to be a problem. It was earlier the last time we were up. Yeah, that might be it. All right, put this down here. Yeah, you'll get some height out of this thing. Maybe we'll do this. Oh yeah, you'll see it. And I'll move this box right here. If it was only that easy. All right. All right, so where we left off is we had to take up the slack on this thing. And so what I'm doing here is hold this down tight and and I'm going to loop this kind of around on itself a few times. And I'm thinking, all right, let's get something in there. I think I have it. Yes, right here. Piece of wood. So let's get this piece of wood locked in. All right. So when that locks in there, and then I've got this guy. It's a just a railroad tie that I had laying around. So what we're going to do is I'm going to slide this under this. Get you out of there. I'm going to slide this guy under, and he's going to take up the rest of the slack. Okay. And we'll be able to get the forks under here and use this as a lift point. Now, yeah, I'm a little nervous about this thing changing the CG, or the center of gravity, or we'll just leave it at center of gravity. But yeah, but I think we got it. I think we can move this into position and start our lift. So he's goodwill and charged. So let's see if we can, yeah. All right. Down a little bit. All right. Okay. Yeah, seems to be it. Just need to get these forks forward. All right. Good. Yeah. All right. Again, being a gymnast helped. Go all the way forward with it. Get as much on that piece of wood as possible. I don't know. I think that's good. That we can't get any more out of it. All right. Wow. Yeah, that's it. So we're gonna get, which is fine. I could probably take up a little bit more room, but yeah, maybe we could stick like a laptop or something like that underneath it. Take up that last little bit. Yeah. Yeah, network switch. It's about the same thickness. We'll go that on the other side. You know, usually use what we got around us. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, now we got a drag line here. We're gonna go for our lift. We did it. We got the distance. We got the height here to be able to swing over. Awesome. I'm really happy about this. But, all right, now it's the hard part here is not having a lot of room to articulate this into place. So while that dangles up there, let's move some stuff, make some room. go forward anymore. That's it. That's all we're going to get. So, yeah. Well, we got it. But it's, let me get out of the way for you. So you can see what's going on. Yeah. So what we don't have is, we don't have the height to clear this. And I need to be able to articulate, you know, the machine. I don't know, maybe we can, I don't know, twist the pedestal or something like that. But yeah, that's it. It's high, it's heavy, it's dangling, and it's sketchy as hell. But yeah, let's continue on. Let me put you down again. Is that a good angle? We can try for a different angle. It's that. It's the. Yeah, it's that. Might be able to block that out somehow, but I just change directions. Maybe having it over here. Maybe that's watch from over here. I don't know. But yeah, camera angle is like the last thing on my mind. Sorry. This is crazy. Might be another fail. Might be another fail day today. I don't know. Don't know. Oh, nobody said it was easy. So, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. I was gonna say, yeah. We sorry for the racket. Yeah, if we kind of articulate this thing, I want to try to get it over to the left, and I think we might be able to. Again, it's either guts or stupidity to do this all live, but I wouldn't want to have it any other way. I think that a lot of people on social media have this, or that watch, you know, these influencers and stuff, and I think that's the path that, you know, people are heading down. Is, you know, you have a lot of people who, you know, you look at actors, or you look at actresses, or you look at athletes, you know, that kind of thing, as like heroes or mentors, or, you know, inspirational figures. And now what we're seeing is, you know, you've got a lot of people on YouTube, influencers in social media, who Oh, that was weird. Very sketchy. That people are looking up to, you know? So we got to make sure that, you know, influencers and people on YouTube are, you know, capable individuals, that they understand, that they reach out to, you know, a broad spectrum of viewers. And yeah, I think that's the wave of the future of what we're going to see next, what we see. Yeah. So I might need to put this thing back down and then lift it again because I don't have enough space. It's almost down. It's halfway over the box where I want it, this final resting place there, the landing point, the landing zone. But yeah, I don't have any more articulation from the forks. And yeah, so let's see what this looks like if I put it down, what's going to happen here. So we hit there, and then this thing does what? Yeah. Nope. Nope. She'll shift on us. Yeah. So we gotta go back up. Maybe what I can do is get up there and pull the whole thing back that way. And I'm going to do that by climbing. Okay. Now, don't try this at home. All right, maybe not. All right, we're getting her to slide. Not much though. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Just digging in. It's digging in too deep. All right. All right, not bad at 47 years old. That is. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to put this thing down because we have to. There's no way to articulate our lift because can't get past the control panel over here. Yeah. See what's up here. Slowly becoming discouraged. So we're, I don't know, about 6 inches off. So we can't get over this. And I guess I could Now I can't dismount this. I was gonna say dismount this control panel, but getting this thing over there and setting it down, I guess I could do that. You know, something that's, weighs a lot. I just call it a lot. Dangling like that. So let me kind of put you. That's not a bad spot. Let's see, put this there, that there, and voila. All right. So I get a little extra out of it. Right to there. I'm gonna have to let this go. That's it. That's all it's giving me. Yeah, and the heavy part is back that way. So I wanted to try to see if I could swing it and drop it onto the, but oh, this might be a 4-parter, people. Yeah, it sucks. Or I can put it down and, pick it back up. I could twist the machine. I could do that. We could do that. Put the top back on, pull the lift out, twist the machine so we can get a better shot, and then throw it up. That might be the best way to do it. Let me see if I can get that done right now. Yeah, I gotta get all this stuff out of here. Okay. Well, we're getting there. We're in a good spot. Yep. All right, I think we're back at square one. If I put this down, am I gonna pinch anything over here? No, I'm not. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah. That's how that goes. All right, let's regroup. So I'm probably gonna have a laptop and a little network switch fly out at me. All right. Not too bad. All right, so drop the blades. Barely clear the machine. We're going to push. All right, we're going to push the machine in that direction, which is going to swivel it so that I can get a better grab at it. Or actually, I'm going to just do this. It's easier. All right. I'm going to attach the leg of the machine, the shredder. I'm going to attach it to the articulating blade on the forklift, and hopefully have ourselves a nice little mechanism that we can tug the machine with. Fulcrum, whatever it's called, leverage or whatever. I don't even know what it's called. I'm too. Okay. Nope. It's got to be more secure. Got to get those knots I was telling you about in play here. So there's one, and then there's two. Hopefully that does it. Okay. That's gonna do it. Pull the machine back like this. Put tension on So put tension there, and I turn the wheel of this 90 degrees. This bar should be straight back. So I put 90 degrees on that. So it's kind of like a wheel chock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lever this back, and it should move the entire machine. Nope. That's what happens when you're not That's what happens when you're kicked out of Boy Scouts after one day. Let me retie this here. I gotta kind of try to put you down somehow. Nope. Well, that'll kind of work out. Watch me tie this off. Weird angles here, people. There you go. All right. Again, when you're working with a lot of heavy stuff, you can't tie knots. Knots are your enemy, because once you cinch the strap tight, that's it. You're most likely not going to be able to undo that knot. So what we can do is going to wrap this around, and this will be our lever. So this will cinch tight, right? And then we'll be able to undo it from this little thing right here. So let's cinch that down. By coming back on it. Okay, that's tight. That ain't going anywhere. Knots. It's all about knots. It's all about knots. Yeah. So, all right. Let's see if we can get this going here. All right, she's moving. Yep. So we're just gonna have to swing this back. Yeah. Move the machine forward and walk it. Right? You have to walk it. Actually, pull this back like this. Pull that all the way forward. Push that all the way forward. Pull this all the way back. Lock that wheel that we just talked about. And then pull this yet again. Yep, just like that. And we'll keep on doing that for one or two more times. Get that thing to spin. And then, yeah. All right. Let me back over here. Sorry for the horrible shot, but safety first. Need you guys out of the way. All right. Oh. All right. Wow. Wow. It's powerful. It's pulling the whole machine toward it. Even when I have that little side trick with the, the wheel there. All right. So, and that might be all we get out of it. And we're going on what? Oh my Lord, it's already an hour. Might be a part 4. But, I mean, it was only, if I can get just a little bit more out of it, let me see if I can get a little bit more out of this. If I can get a little bit more out of this, like few, like, you know, I don't know, another half foot or something, you know, half meter for anyone who's watching from overseas. That's all we'll really need. I know this is like riveting stuff. We'll get it. And when we get it, it'll be a glorious day. All right. All right, let's see what this does. I changed the position of the strap. I could do this with one hand. So change the position of the strap. What was happening was this, the forks are, they're on a hinge up here. So this swings. So now I got a good bite on it. Let's see what she does. Oh yeah. Stuff's falling down. But we don't care. All right. That's it. Put the wheel the opposite way. Maybe. Super hard to turn because there's no weight on it. Once there's weight on it, it's super feather light. It's like having power steering. All right, so we're running into all sorts of other issues and why I can't turn it. Like we're hitting this thing here, we're hitting that box there, we're hitting stuff in the back. So if that's what we can get out of it, that's what we can get. Not a big deal. So I'm gonna try this one more time. All right. All right. Yeah, red tacky. Lucas red tacky grease is what was used on this machine. And stuff is amazing, but you know, get it on your shoes. Now, if you've ever seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, it's like that whatever that stuff that Clark put on his sled. What is it called? It's like super slide 2000 or something like that. Aerospace polymer or whatever. Apparently Clark Griswold, that's what that was. The funny thing in the movie is that, you know, he played this like really, you know, awkward guy to watch do all the stuff, right? Kind of like me. But apparently, and I'm not saying what, oh God, I just dug myself a hole. Might as well go all the way through. But yeah, apparently Clark Griswold was some sort of like crazy like engineer and super smart and all that. But you wouldn't know it by how he ran his household. Anyway, all right, let's see if we can back this thing up and then reposition our forks. Yeah. Yep. All right. We'll get our laptop. Hopefully we'll get all this back up the way it was, because I like the way it lifted. Toshiba laptops. All right. It's very useful. I got to come in a little bit more. It's not centered. So we'll just do this. Super safe. Yeah, I like that now. Okay. All right, let's see if we can lift this thing. Articulate that. What I just did was lifted the blades. Now we go up. And I am purposely not going fast. It does sound like it's laboring, but it's not. I'm doing that sound, if you hear the sound, because I'm on an isolated mic right here. I'm purposefully making that sound like it's laboring. It's not. This thing can lift 2.5 times more than that weighs. It can't lift this whole thing. The pedestal, this combined, is almost 8,000 pounds. But yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull this back. Oh, so glad that didn't hit. Okay. As I come back, I need to move this forward. So let me give you a better shot at this. Let's go back over here, maybe. All right. I'll put you down over here. I'm gonna set you up with something good. Hopefully you get a really good spot for this. Again, I'm not great on camera angles and all that sort of stuff. All right, let's do this. Yikes. Might be too close. You might be too close. I think you're too close. Excruciating. All I want to do is move this thing and get shredding again. That's the best part. But unfortunately, you got to go through. That's a little better, right? Oh, it looks like one of those Star Wars things, right? You got the legs here. Just think this thing's like moving and shooting stuff. All right. No, I haven't been drinking. All right. So this needs to go out that way. Good. All right, now I might be able to get the swing. Nope, machine's in the way. Man. Yep. Calm down. All right. Yeah, this is a good one. This is again, concentrating on problems. You're not going to solve anything. Okay, now what we might be able to do is I can push into the machine now that the top is off. The lower pedestal will be lighter, so I might be able to slide that out of the way as I move this forklift in, which will turn the top of the lid hopper, and I can get the swing I need to then, put that down where we need to put it down. If okay, this is not gonna sketch me out. Is everyone having fun? All right. All right, now I have a drag line. I can kind of control all the movement now. All right. Let me try something here. I'm working my way into a cluster here. It's the hard part about trying to operate in a facility that has been backed up because you rely on machines to do all the heavy lifting, all the work, and unfortunately you end up in the situation that I'm in, and that is you run out of room real quick. You have who knows how many you have business lost, you have businesses that are waiting, you have just for you to hopefully get your machines fixed so you can get running again. And it's very difficult. It's this balance, this symphony of yep. Let's go a little higher on that one. A little more in. Yep. Yep. Come on, baby. That's all we're gonna get, and I don't want to mash my machine. All right. I think that's all we're gonna get. Might be able to come back a little bit. Woo! Thought I had the room. All right. I think I got it. All right, yeah. Now that's closer. All right. Show what we've got going on here. We are 3/4 of the way over this box. So I can scissor that out a little further, put it down. That'll be a resting spot for a little bit. Now, in the meantime, when I'm fixing this and doing this whole thing, that's going to have to be part 4. But in the meantime, while we're going through this, all this whole area, I'm gonna completely, it's got to be safer. It's got to be easier for us to articulate this lift. Now, again, this is the last time I'm going to be using the lift to take that hopper off. If you got a couple questions, you can ask them, but I don't know if I'm going to give any answers out because I really want it to be, it's a game changer. What I'm planning on doing, what I'm thinking about doing. It's a game changer, complete game changer. Now, what am I hitting? Oh, I'm hitting the actual rack. Ugh. All right, that's how she's gonna go. So it's gonna go around there. Pull this in. Yeah, baby. That's how she should go. All right. It's going to be an absolute game changer, though. What I have planned for this machine. Okay. Now, I think we did it. We did it. Wow. That was very sketchy. Yeah. Yeah, that was, yeah, I don't ever want to do that again. Yep. Yep, we're free. Did it. Now, yep, there she is. Right there. Now, this, just so you know, this is packed. It's got to be 2,500 pounds of plastic in there, solid plastic, like the chips, but it's been compacted to a point where it's solid. And this can take, oh, what is it? Brian, how much are these things? It's like 3,000 pounds, like 1,500 pounds net. I mean, this thing can take it. So, and there's no wiggle. Stuff up top there that you heard was just settling. It's not like, you know, anything's going to come crashing down on us. And if it does, after what I just went through, then great, Lord, please. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, now I got to kind of dig myself out of this. Okay, so thought maybe 3 parts, but it's going to be 4. And what we're going to do now is blades over my head here. Now, that's, you know, trusting in hydraulics is, you know, they're great, but that was our little network switch. That's what helped us. All right, little dude. He gave it up at the last second, huh? As these come down, we're going to clear that. We are not going to clear that. Barely clearing that. We get those all the way down to the ground. Great. We kill the power on our machine here. I just pulled these 2 apart. Kills the power on the machine. Machine's not going to go anywhere. Now you get to see what I'm dealing with here. So, and again, this guy's not going anywhere. But yeah, there's our shackle that we made. I vowed to myself, I said, I don't want to take this shackle apart. I want to be able to take this box, disassemble this box here, and I want to slide that off without disassembling it. And that's the goal. We're gonna meet that goal. So that's it right there. 76 minutes. What is that? An hour and 16 minutes into this whole fiasco. Yeah, but we did it. I mean, we've got this big guy right here, this mammoth, and there you go. That's the business end of the shredder. Very, very, very riveting stuff. Thank you for watching. And I don't drink alcohol, but I might need a shot of blackberry brandy after this. Just kidding. But again, Motivational Monday, it's kind of like, don't allow your current mood or emotion, right, dictate the outcome of, your day or the situation or whatever. Kind of like regroup, strategize, right? That's what we need. Positive emotion creates and reinforces positive habits. Negative emotions, they reinforce negative habits, and a mindset too. The positive mindset versus the negative mindset. It's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying that, you feed one, starve the other. That's all I'm saying. Because we have both sides, both hemispheres of our brain, right? Both hemispheres of how we live. There is sun somewhere. Let's just say that there is sun somewhere, and if you travel, let's say the sun travels from east to west, right? So let's just say you take the bus in the morning. If you go to school, you're going to work, whatever. Let's just say you take the bus in the morning. And I'll leave you with this one. If that bus is going down that road from north to south, that means there's an east and a west side of the bus. Okay, so there's sun on one side, and there's shadow and kind of like, not darkness. I don't want to use darkness because everyone takes that as kind of like the psychology term of darkness. But if there's sunshine on one side and there's shade on the other, which side of the bus in the morning on your commute do you choose to sit on? You could choose the sunny side, or you could choose the side that has the shade, right? Every day. And I just heard some podcast of a really cool doctor, fitness guru, that kind of stuff. Talk about how in the morning, the reason why we don't wake up with a smile on our face is because of one oxygen molecule. And the reason why we wake up kind of upset or angry is because we lack oxygen. So what I've been doing, and it works, is take 10 deep, deep breaths in the morning as soon as you wake up. Belly breaths is what they call them. So when you breathe in, you don't breathe through your chest like that. You breathe through your stomach and fill your lungs up with as much oxygen. The first thing you should do in the morning, besides being grateful, is 10 deep belly breaths, and then say to yourself, what side of the bus am I going to sit on? The sunny side the side with the shade. Yeah, and there you go. We got this done. I didn't want it to be 4 parts. It's going to be 4 parts, but hey, that's what you do. Whatever you say I don't want is exactly what you're going to get. So we got 4 parts. Anyway, when we come back, if by we, I mean you guys, we're going to take this thing apart. I'm going to show you the inner workings of this thing, of an industrial shredder box. And then, yeah. So thanks again for listening to me ramble, watching me fumble around this place, trying to get this thing done. But it got done. And maybe some few inspirational words. Maybe some of you heard me. Maybe some didn't and tuned out, that's completely fine too, because this is so boring. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who did watch. Again, there will be a link to the socket that Dividing Dot Designs on Instagram helped me out with. Zach, you're the man. That's going to be utilized in here once we take these guys out. You'll see that. But there's a pretty cool video, kind of like my artistic side, the other side of this channel. It's kind of my personal, watch me work kind of thing. So I did that over the weekend. It's kind of neat. First time I ever heat treated a socket. So it was, neat. If by neat, I mean scary. It's crazy. Liquid fire is exactly what it is. Liquid fire. But I used oil. I didn't use cold shock, water treatment. So yeah, look for that. And I will be live. I think maybe tomorrow I'm going to try to disassemble this thing and hopefully be rocking by, I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday. So everyone, you guys be good. And I will, yeah, see you on the next one. I think I'll update you with like one of those community posts. All right. So thanks again. And, we'll see you.